Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's take another look here at XRP, see what's going on. We're just going to make a quick understanding of this descending trend, explain that, as well as some back-end liquidation data, kind of jump right in there. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Appreciate you hitting the like button every time you watch my videos. Really helps grow the channel. I couldn't ask for anything more, honestly. Everything else has been phenomenal. A lot of awesome support and just amazing community here. So thank you again for making my life a better place. I love being able to work with you. If you do want a better option or perhaps feature of becoming a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. We've got some nice trades going on right now to the upside, mainly a Bitcoin long in profit. Considering some altcoins, but honestly, a lot of them are still under their descending trend. Not really all that much worthwhile taking along, because every time you buy these dips, they're extremely high risk. However, we have broken our lower low, lower high pattern, and that's a very good sign. Let's take a look here. So we zoom in, we can see we have a lot of liquidation at 285. So I'd say that's a pretty sizable area to consider. Obviously, you want to secure profits prior to that, but between now and then, just know that there's a lot of incentive to push the price to that level. Furthermore, too, we got a lot more incentive at 325 as well. So easy numbers to remember would be just say 280. I'm going to round down a little bit for you. 280 and then 320. Those are two solid considerations for profit targets there. A little more on the aggressive side, but those are more realistic based on liquidation. Same thing here as well. Liquidation delta is too high. It's been too high for too long. Most altcoins are looking like this here right now, and they're recovering well, mainly because Bitcoin bottomed out. That's part number one. But part number two is the simple fact that when you overextend yourself for too long and you have too many shorts in the market, what happens to that? A natural correction to the upside. So that's what we're seeing there. Same thing here as well with open interest. We can recognize that there's a lot of resistance, again, at 280. All the more reason to consider securing profits between now and then on a long if you are in one. But secondary to that, we also have a decent chunk of support at 245 to 250. So it'd be a good DCA consideration if the price pulls back to that level. Adding to your position there would be a decent consideration. So it's kind of where we're at there for the back end for XRP. What's the front end look like here? Well, we do have this descending trend line. It's not perfect, but basically we've retested that 3 or 4 times here locally, having the difficulty crossing that 270 to 285 range. So we can kind of see this little resistance range here for us. That's pretty substantial. Again, I'll post a playout chart with our updated, on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, with our updated resistance and support zones. Future reference, it looks a little something like this if you're not familiar, where I just kind of give you insight on coins that I'm covering and areas of interest for me, okay? So that's all gonna be there for you if you want it, but what I want you to take away from here is that we have a solid amount of resistance above us until we close 280 or higher, and Bitcoin, I would say I'd recommend waiting for Bitcoin to be 100,000 or higher. We're not going to be in a position right now where it's recommended to take a long into this. Again, that's me just being conservative, trying to tell you the right way to trade, not necessarily to take a high risk trade. Even though I have taken some high risk trades this month and honestly regretting some of it because half of them we've had to close early, it's not a good market to be super greedy, okay? It's also not a good market to take trades that are, outrageous, right? So at this point here, when we take a look, we can recognize that we're over 50 in the RSI, but pretty much just kind of drawing dead at that level. That doesn't mean we're bullish or bearish. Most coins are below that, so it's a very good sign, but the general consensus is that, that's still mildly exciting. Same thing here, we got moving averages above and below the price action, both kind of close in that range. So we've broken bullish to a small extent, but not officially on a larger time frame, okay? Or at least, not officially on a larger moving averages on the daily time frame. Taking a look here though, we can see we're above all moving averages, which is good, very good. We just saw a little breakout there as Bitcoin starts to run towards 97K. I do think it's likely to see the 270 to 280 range. So don't misinterpret my explanation of the resistance range. It's just that we've seen a lot of confluence there. That 0.618 fib level is working as a resistance until we close above that 280 range. I think it's important to recognize that we're probably going to be continuing to reject that level. MACD is converging, however, so we got good momentum. We're over 50 in the RSI as well, which is super important. So there's a lot of little things here that are beneficial, okay? We're seeing a good transition on the 4-hour time frame. I'm just a little on the leery side of recommending longs based on the macro structure still being bearish for most coins because of the fact that Bitcoin has been faking us out consistently. We've seen 5 fake outs in the last 2 weeks straight for Bitcoin, and most of them have led to altcoins dumping pretty hard. Granted, this coin is still establishing higher highs and higher lows, contrary to that. So I think the price structure looks very good. So I'm absolutely, if you're going to consider along with any coin, this seems to be one of the more practical, beneficial coins to consider. Hourly time frame too, we look here, we're breaking above the cloud officially. The last 2 hours, I generally recommend 3 or 4 hours above the cloud. We do also have our local point of control at that, again, 275. So once more, if you're in the long from 250 to 260, consider securing profits between now and this point of control at 275. It's just kind of a general recommendation. Not to say it can't still get through that. It just, we need to see more volume, and we absolutely, without a doubt, have to have Bitcoin over 97, 98,000 to see that. Okay. But either way you look at it here, XRP is looking very, very good in the overall sense, a lot better than the majority of other coins in the market. So I like what I see here so far. Definitely a good recommendation for a long versus a short. Just know Bitcoin comes back down to that 94K range. We'll be in the low $2 range once more for XRP. Kind of par for the course right now. All right, folks, that's what we got here. Make sure you check out Bitunix too. I forgot to mention this. Awesome deposit bonus right now. Pretty easy, little, low numbers there. Super easy to achieve. Make sure you take advantage of that. Link down below for that. And then obviously you want to become a better trader. Got a lot of questions here. Yes, is a trading academy, community, and signals group all included there as well. If you go ahead and check that out, cryptocash.tech. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Don't forget to like the video. We'll see you soon. Take care.